Today, my name is Iowani Unpingco, and my motto today is Miss Teen Guam, TK Borja. If you like this look that we did a cute, glamorous look for spring, summer, anytime, today or tomorrow. Continue watching the video. So we're gonna start by doing the eyes. I'm using a paint pot. This one is just something you put on before the eyeshadow so that it can give your eyeshadow a super long wearing effect, and you need an eyeshadow base so that you can have the colors pop in your eyes more. So I'm just using a regular fluffy brush, and you're just putting the paint pot all over the eyelid. The next up is eyeshadow. I'm just using a light pink blending color. Just getting a regular blending brush and putting this on the outside of the eye, kind of like you're doing an ombre towards the outside of the eye. A blending trick is circular motions inside and outside. Then I'm just getting a darker tone color, and this will be just for the outside of the eyes. And then a tip to do your crease is you can open your eye, go and open, look straight, and then you can actually find the hollow points of the eye, and that's the most easiest way to do your side of the eye. For the eyelid color, we're gonna go with a kind of like a peachy, goldy kind of color. So you put this on the inside of the lids and all over the eyelid. And since I want to intensify it more, I'm just going to add more, keep adding more to this. And then with the same blending brush color, you're just going to blend all of that together. And then usually after the top part of the eyes, I usually move on to the face, and then I usually finish the eyes towards the end. So the face, we're going to be priming it now with a golden elixir. This stuff makes your foundation glide on so nicely, and it also gives you like a highlight underneath the skin. And then we're going to use our beauty blender to blend this all in. So you're just tapping all over the skin, on the nose, and the cheekbones, temples, forehead. And then we're just going in with some concealer. This is super good for under the eye. So you just glide this on and then use the opposite side of the beauty blender to blend it in. And then we're going into the skin. This is a liquid foundation, just to give the skin more coverage around it. So then you would just use the same beauty blender, tap around the face, and then you just blend it. And for TK, you kind of don't need a lot of foundation because she has already good skin. So you can just use very little. And you don't need to really put this all over the whole face, just mostly where you want to cover or where you want to enhance the skin look. Okay, now we're gonna go into the setting phase. This is famous, it's called baking. If you guys are familiar with it, go ahead and look up. So I usually just use a beauty blender, get the baking powder, and just kind of tap it in the areas I want to highlight more. So you also want to put the baking powder in all the places where you would normally get oily. So I would say T-zone, the nose, upper lip, bottom lip. And if you look like you just fell in a, what is that? Flour, cooking flour, then you're doing it correctly. Okay, so we're gonna let this sit throughout the rest of the makeup, just so that we can have the effect of the baking powder work into the skin, and then we will dust it off afterwards. Next, we're moving into contour. So I normally I've been using this for maybe 10 years, and I still use it up to now. It's a light brown contour powder. So I'm just using a contour brush. So you go from the hollows of the cheek just down. I normally pinch the brush just so I can have that contour line. So once you get the contour line in, then you let go of the brush and kind of just blend it in and feather it into the skin. And you blend it upwards. And then while we're still doing the contour effect, I normally like to go into the temples and then a little bit on the sides of the forehead. And then I use the same exact contour color for when I do nose contours. So then the nose contour, I'm just using a long fluffy brush. This one is not, it's more sturdy so that you can get a line down the nose. And then when you get to the top of the nose, you kind of just blend it into the eyebrows or the eyeshadow. And to enhance that nose contour that we just did, because you just added a brown shading, I normally just get like a regular foundation powder and just line the nose, just to kind of enhance it more. Then we're gonna add a light blush color on top of the contour. So normally with the contours, I normally just blend it on the cheek. Okay, and then we're gonna go back to the eyes, since the face is pretty much done for now. So the good thing about the baking powder in the under eye is that in case you want to do like a smoky effect to the bottom, or if you want to add eyeshadow to the bottom, the eyeshadow, sometimes you get fallout, so the baking powder underneath would catch all of the fallout eyeshadow so that you don't make a mess on the eye. And when you're done with that, you can just sweep it away. And we're just getting a regular black eyeliner, and this is for waterline on the top, tight lining. Go ahead and look down. A lot of people, this really tickles for them. So my recommendation is to get a really good eyeliner that applies on your eyes really easily so that you can do it faster. Okay, and then we're just gonna add a coat of mascara. Go ahead and look down. Tricks to mascara is just very simple. You just back and forth to get the product between the brushes of the mascara, and you just sweep it up. Then we're going into lips. This is a liquid lipstick. This is like a nice pinky tone, and you can actually use this kind of color for any occasion. Then you just get like the fluffy brush and kind of just dust all the excess powders away. So pretty much you can complete the look as is, or if you want to be extra, you add lashes to it, which we're gonna do. Okay, and then go ahead and look down. Open. No. See, and then kind of just adding these already kind of changed the look. So when applying lashes, you always press it, and then once it's dry, then you kind of like push it up, so it can have a curl effect. Sometimes when people put their lashes on, it kind of goes down, and it'll make your eyes look so droopy. So you want to just push it up. And the final touch is just adding a little eyeliner to the waterline. Okay, and we're done.